What if I told you that the healthy breakfast you ate this morning is aging your skin faster than a day at the beach without sunscreen? I'm Skin Expert Carinda Brand, and after treating thousands of clients at my institute, I've discovered something shocking. The number one reason people look older than their age isn't sun damage. It's what I call the age effect. AGE stands for Advanced Glycation End-products. And these 5 foods create more ages in your skin than hours of sun exposure. Let me break this down. As a skin specialist who's worked with clients for over 20 years, I have seen a pattern that most dermatologists miss completely. While everyone's focused on UV protection, which is important, they're ignoring how certain foods literally caramelize your skin cells from the inside out. Today, I'm going to show you the 5 worst foods that accelerate skin aging, why even healthy alternatives might be making you look older, and most importantly, what to eat instead to maintain youthful skin. Before I reveal these 5 foods, you need to understand what glycation actually is and why it's so devastating for your skin. Glycation happens when sugar molecules attach themselves to proteins in your skin, particularly collagen and elastin. Think of it like this. Imagine dipping a fresh, springy rubber band in maple syrup and then letting it dry. It becomes stiff, brittle, and loses its bounce. This is exactly what's happening to your skin's collagen when you eat foods that promote glycation. In my institute, I see the effects of glycation every day. It shows up as sagging skin, deep wrinkles, and that dull, aged appearance that no expensive cream can fix. The worst part? Once proteins become glycated, it's extremely difficult to reverse the damage. That's why preventing glycation is crucial for maintaining youthful skin. Now, let me show you the first and most surprising food that's accelerating this aging process. The first and most surprising food that's aging your skin is actually something many health experts recommend: whole grain bread. And this might shock you, but as a skin specialist, I've discovered that whole grain bread is actually worse for your skin than white bread. Let me explain why. When you consume any type of bread, your blood sugar spikes dramatically. This triggers a process called glycation. Think of your skin's collagen fibers like a new rubber band, nice and stretchy. When sugar molecules attach to these fibers, it's like heating that rubber band. It becomes stiff, brittle, and loses its bounce. This is exactly what's happening to your skin's collagen. But here's what's really fascinating. Whole grain bread contains something called phytic acid. While this compound is marketed as healthy, it actually interferes with your body's ability to regulate blood sugar. In my clinical practice, I consistently see that whole grain bread produces a higher and longer lasting glucose spike than white bread. Not only does it spike higher, but that elevation stays up for nearly 2 to 3 hours longer. This prolonged sugar exposure is like marinating your collagen in a sugar solution. The damage is compounded because whole grains contain proteins that can trigger inflammation in your skin. It's a double whammy effect. You're getting both glycation and inflammation at the same time. What makes this even more concerning is that most people consume whole grains multiple times a day. Toast for breakfast, a sandwich at lunch, and maybe pasta for dinner. Each time, you're creating this aging effect in your skin. The collagen becomes increasingly damaged, leading to premature wrinkles, sagging, and that aged appearance that no expensive cream can fix. But don't worry, I'm not just going to tell you what not to eat. Later in this video, I'll share exactly what to eat instead that will actually support your skin's collagen production and help maintain that youthful elasticity. But first, let me show you the second food that's secretly aging your skin. The second food that's dramatically accelerating your skin's aging process is something you probably eat every morning thinking it's healthy. Breakfast cereals, even the supposedly healthy ones. As a skin specialist, I need to warn you about what these cereals are doing to your skin. Here's the truth. These cereals, even the ones marketed as low sugar or high protein, are essentially sugar bombs for your skin. But what makes them particularly damaging is the combination of high heat processing and added proteins. When proteins are processed at high temperatures with carbohydrates, it creates something called advanced glycation end-products, or AGEs. Think about what happens when you caramelize onions. They turn brown and become sticky. This same process is happening inside your skin cells when you eat these cereals. The proteins in your skin become sticky and rigid, leading to that aged, dull appearance that so many of my patients complain about. The third aging accelerator might surprise you. It's commercial yogurt, especially the low-fat, fruit-flavored varieties. Now, I know what you're thinking, but isn't yogurt supposed to be good for us? Well, here's what the beauty industry isn't telling you. When dairy is processed and combined with fruit, concentrates, and sweeteners, it creates a perfect storm for skin aging. The lactose in dairy, combined with added sugars, triggers an insulin response that's particularly damaging to your skin's collagen. Plus, the processing destroys many of the beneficial proteins that might have actually helped your skin. Let me break down exactly what happens. When you eat these sweetened yogurts, you're getting a double hit of sugars, both from the lactose in the dairy and the added sweeteners. Even those labeled no added sugar often contain fruit concentrates or honey, which spike your insulin just as much. This insulin spike triggers inflammation in your skin cells and accelerates the breakdown of collagen. But here's the thing, not all yogurt is bad for your skin. In fact, certain fermented dairy products can actually help improve your skin's appearance. The key is knowing what to look for. First, let's talk about kefir. Traditional kefir contains beneficial bacteria that actually pre-digest the lactose, making it less likely to trigger that insulin response. Plus, these bacteria produce compounds that help strengthen your skin barrier. But, and this is crucial, you need to check the ingredients. Many commercial kefirs add sugars that negate these benefits. Greek yogurt can also be beneficial for your skin, but only if it's the real thing. Look for full-fat Greek yogurt with only 2 ingredients, milk and live cultures. The problem is, many brands add thickeners, preservatives, and hidden sugars. These additives can trigger inflammation in your skin, just like the sweetened varieties. Here's what I tell my clients: flip that container over and read the ingredients list. If you see anything beyond milk and live cultures, especially modified cornstarch, pectin, or any words ending in or, e-os, put it back. Those are just fancy words for ingredients that age your skin. Traditional skyr, an Icelandic cultured dairy product, is another excellent option. It's naturally high in protein and beneficial bacteria, with minimal lactose. But again, you need to be a detective with the ingredients list. The key with any of these options is to choose plain, unsweetened varieties, and, if needed, add your own toppings. A small handful of fresh berries or a drizzle of raw honey will have far less impact on your skin than pre-sweetened versions. And here's a pro tip from my clinical experience: timing matters. Having your fermented dairy product earlier in the day, preferably with some healthy fats like nuts or avocado, helps minimize any potential insulin response. This way, you get all the skin-supporting benefits without the aging effects. The fourth food aging your skin faster than sunburn is protein bars. As a skin specialist, I see the effects of these processed protein bombs every day. Most protein bars are made with processed soy protein or whey protein that's been heated and combined with sugars or sugar alcohols. This creates an astronomical amount of AGEs. In fact, some protein bars have more aging effects than spending 3 hours in direct sunlight without protection. Let me explain exactly what happens to your skin when you eat these bars. In my institute, I regularly analyze clients' skin conditions, and those who regularly consume protein bars show a particular pattern of premature aging that's quite distinct. The problem starts with the protein source itself. Most bars use isolated soy protein or whey protein concentrate that's been processed at extremely high temperatures. When these processed proteins combine with the sweeteners, whether it's actual sugar, corn syrup, or sugar alcohols, they create advanced glycation end-products at levels that are off the charts. Here's what's particularly concerning. Many of my clients choose these bars thinking they're making a healthy choice. They see 20 grams of protein on the label and think they're doing something good for their skin and health. But let's look at what's really in these bars. First, there's the soy protein isolate. This processed form of soy has been stripped of its natural nutrients and heated to the point where the protein structure is damaged. When you consume this damaged protein, it triggers an inflammatory response in your skin. I see this manifesting as redness, uneven texture, and accelerated breakdown of collagen. Then there's whey protein concentrate. While whey protein can be beneficial in its natural form, the type used in protein bars has been processed and combined with sugars at high temperatures. This creates what I call a glycation bomb. It's literally caramelizing your skin's collagen from the inside out. But it gets worse. Most protein bars also contain palm oil or other processed oils that create free radicals in your skin. Combined with the AGs from the protein-sugar reaction, you're getting a double hit of aging factors. Let me share what I recommend to my clients instead. If you need a protein-rich snack, opt for whole food sources like a small handful of raw nuts, 2 hard-boiled eggs, a small serving of wild-caught salmon, or Greek yogurt with berries, following our previous guidelines about checking ingredients. These alternatives provide clean protein that supports your skin's collagen production rather than destroying it. Plus, they contain natural antioxidants and healthy fats that protect your skin's cellular structure. If you absolutely must have a bar for convenience, look for ones with minimal ingredients, ideally just nuts and seeds, without added proteins or sweeteners. But honestly, in my years of clinical experience, I've yet to find a processed protein bar that doesn't accelerate skin aging to some degree. And finally, the 5th food that's secretly aging your skin, and this one is controversial, is modern wheat products, even the organic ones. Modern wheat contains a type of protein that triggers something called zonulin in your gut. This leads to inflammation throughout your body, including your skin. When your skin is inflamed, it can't properly produce collagen and elastin, leading to premature aging. Let me explain why this is so crucial for your skin's appearance. In my institute, I've observed a direct correlation between wheat consumption and accelerated skin aging, even in clients who don't have celiac disease or obvious gluten sensitivity. Modern wheat is nothing like the wheat our grandparents ate. Through decades of hybridization, today's wheat contains up to 40 times more gluten than ancient varieties. This high gluten wheat creates 2 major problems for your skin. First, it triggers zonulin production in your gut. Think of zonulin as the gatekeeper of your intestinal wall. When you consume modern wheat products, zonulin levels increase, essentially creating tiny gaps in your intestinal lining. This is what we call increased intestinal permeability, or leaky gut. Here's where it gets interesting for your skin. When these gaps form, partially digested wheat proteins and other substances leak into your bloodstream. Your immune system recognizes these as foreign invaders and launches an inflammatory response. In my clinical practice, I can actually see this inflammation manifesting in clients' skin as redness, puffiness, and accelerated aging. The second problem is even more direct. Modern wheat has an extremely high glycemic index, higher than table sugar. When you eat wheat products, whether it's whole grain bread, pasta, or even supposedly healthy cereals, your blood sugar skyrockets. This triggers a cascade of glycation in your skin's collagen fibers. I see this particularly around the eyes and mouth, areas where collagen damage shows up most prominently. Many of my clients come in wondering why they're developing fine lines and sagging skin despite using expensive creams and treatments. Often, their daily wheat consumption is the hidden culprit. But here's what's really fascinating. When clients eliminate modern wheat from their diet, we often see improvements in skin texture and elasticity within just a few weeks. The inflammation reduces, allowing their skin's natural repair mechanisms to function properly again. Now, this doesn't mean you have to give up all grain products forever. There are alternatives that don't trigger this aging response. Ancient grains like einkorn, which contains the original wheat protein structure, or pseudo-cereals like quinoa and buckwheat can be better options. However, and this is crucial, even these alternatives should be consumed in moderation and properly prepared to minimize their impact on your skin. I recommend to my clients to start with a 2-week wheat elimination period. During this time, focus on consuming whole, unprocessed foods that support skin health. Things like leafy greens, wild-caught fish, and antioxidant-rich berries. Most clients are amazed at how much clearer and more youthful their skin looks after just this short period. Remember, it's not just about eliminating these foods. It's about replacing them with nutrients that actively support your skin's health and collagen production. This is how we achieve lasting results in skin rejuvenation. Now, I know this might feel overwhelming. You might be thinking, what's left to eat if these common foods are aging my skin? But here's the good news. There are simple swaps you can make for each of these foods that will actually support your skin's health and help maintain its youthful appearance. Let me share what I recommend to my clients at my institute. Instead of breakfast cereals, start your day with pasture-raised eggs and avocado. The healthy fats and proteins provide the building blocks your skin needs for collagen production. Replace commercial yogurt with small amounts of full fat, plain fermented dairy, or better yet, coconut yogurt with live cultures. For protein bars, switch to whole food protein sources like wild-caught salmon or grass-fed beef. These contain the exact amino acid profile your skin needs to maintain its structure. And instead of modern wheat products, try small amounts of ancient grains like quinoa or amaranth, properly prepared to minimize their aging effects. The key is not just eliminating these aging accelerators, but replacing them with foods that actively support your skin's health. In my practice, I've seen remarkable improvements in skin quality when patients make these simple switches. Remember, your skin is constantly rebuilding itself. Every bite you take either supports this renewal process or hinders it. By avoiding these 5 foods and choosing skin-supporting alternatives, you're giving your skin the best chance to maintain its youthful appearance naturally. The most important thing to remember is that this isn't about deprivation. It's about making informed choices that support your skin's health from the inside out. Start with replacing just one of these foods this week and pay attention to how your skin responds. You might be surprised at how quickly you notice a difference. Before you go, I want you to do 3 things. First, hit that subscribe button. I release new videos every week with science-backed strategies for maintaining youthful, healthy skin. Second, if you found this information valuable, share it with someone you care about. We all deserve to know what's really affecting our skin's aging process. And finally, leave a comment below telling me which of these 5 foods surprised you the most. I personally respond to comments, and I'd love to hear your thoughts and answer any questions you might have about protecting your skin from premature aging. Remember, beautiful skin starts from within, and now you have the knowledge to make better choices for your skin's health. I'll see you in the next video.